Hello, 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 and welcome back to the channel. I am a 40-something-year-old wife and mother who is on a journey to pay off over $500,000 worth of debt. That debt does include my mortgage. And let's get an update from the last time I made a video. Now, last time I had a car loan, and we will get into what progress has been made there. So I still have the car loan. It's not paid off. That interest rate is 5.99%. I just bought this car in December after another car that was new to me was completely totaled. So the balance now on this car loan is $2,373. Last time that balance was $3,357. There is a minimum payment each month on the car of $131.42. I originally took the loan out for $5,000, and so it wasn't a large loan. But since the last time, I have paid off $984. My goal is to have the car loan paid off. It was originally to be paid off by the end of February. I have incurred some medical expenses that I need to prioritize. So I believe that this car loan will be paid off in March. Now, if I get an income tax return, this car loan will be paid off in February, but I don't want to count on that. So we're going to say that this car loan will likely be paid off sometime in March. Moving on to my student loan. This used to be a federal Stafford loan. It is no longer owned by the federal government. It's now owned by a private company, and that interest rate is 4.625% on this loan. The original loan was, I want to say, about 30-something thousand dollars. So the original loan balance was $29,125. Last time the loan balance was $18,200, and as of today, this loan balance is $18,096. Now, this loan is in an income-based repayment plan. And with that, I had to recertify. You have to recertify every year. And so based on whatever input you put in, they will make adjustments to how much you have to pay. So my minimum payment previously was $263. My minimum payment now is $248.68. I don't think that I shared last time that I previously was working 2 jobs when I was making the videos a while ago. I now only have 1 job, and so that is probably why the payment has been reduced, because I'm not making as much money as I was previously. Additionally, I used to have 2 loans that were kind of consolidated. I paid off one of them, and so I guess that may have played a factor in me only having to pay $248 now as well. So let's see the progress from last video. I had a balance of $18,200. Now it's $18,096. So I paid off a total of $104. My goal with this student loan is to pay $50 every week. And I'll say for February, I budget monthly. So for February, I'm paying $50 every week so that that minimum payment is taken care of. I'm not really putting too much extra on the student loan because I'm really trying to focus on paying off the car loan. Next up is the cosign loan. If you are new to my channel, I co-signed a student loan for a family member with the agreement that they would take care of paying it back. That did not happen, so let that be a cautionary tale to anyone considering co-signing for someone. If you are not in a position just to be able to pay it back on your own, then I would not do it. Even the Bible talks about not co-signing, so you won't ever have to worry about me co-signing ever again. Lesson learned, but the interest rate on this is a whopping 14%. This is a private student loan. This interest rate is like having a credit card. So, I hate it. But the last time the balance was 18,213. The original balance on this loan, so that you can see that this loan is actually upside down. The original balance was $13,500. It's now 18,200 well, as of last video, it was $18,213, and the balance as of now is $18,150. The minimum payment right now is $0. However, and that's because the person is back in school and there's an in-school deferment. However, if this loan was actively in repayment mode, the minimum payment would be $296. Now, I'm still paying on the loan even though there's an in-school deferment, and the reason being this loan accrues interest on a daily basis, even though there's an in-school deferment. So I'm not trying to make this balance get any larger than what it already is, especially since this person isn't paying it back. So I am doing my best to keep paying $150 twice per month. And despite doing that, as you can see from last time, the balance was $18,213. It's now $18,150. And that means $63 was paid off the principal. So as you can see, the bulk of the payment is going towards interest. So I'm barely knocking anything off of this loan. Once the car is paid off, however, my focus is on paying off this co-sign loan, because you can see the two balances between my student loan and this co-sign loan are very similar, but the difference in interest is drastic. So I'm going to knock off paying this co-sign loan so that it can finally just be out of my hair. I had a viewer request that I add up the debt balances without the mortgage, so I'm going to do that so we can see what that total is. So I have $2,373 on the car loan. I have $18,096 on my student loan and $18,150 on the co-sign loan. That totals to $38,619 outside of my mortgage. This is very doable. I really hope I can have all of this paid off within the next 2 to 3 years. That would be amazing. And I know it's doable, but you know, there's also factors that come into play. So hopefully I could get my husband on board on the same page with me. But I'm definitely going to shoot for getting this paid off as quickly as possible. So now let's go ahead and add in my mortgage. My mortgage has an interest rate of 2.25%. Last time the balance was $465,762. This time the balance is $464,655. The original loan balance on this loan was $517,000. So a little over 10% of the loan has been paid off. The portion of the payment that goes to principal and interest is $1,980. So since last time I had 465,762, and we're going to subtract that 464,655. So since last time, I've paid off $1,107 of the principal. So let's just total up my debt. We have 38,619 on the loans, plus 464,655 on the mortgage. So my total debt balance is $503,274. So that is it. My goal really is to have this all paid off, including my mortgage, within 7 years. I know that is extremely aggressive. I don't know how that would happen, but I do believe that with God, all things are possible. But you know, somebody once said good, better, and best, like plan your goals good, better, or best. So the best case scenario for me is within 7 years to have all of this paid off. The better option is within 10 years, and the good option is within 15 years. But I'm going to be as aggressive as I can be. Once I get my husband fully on board with this debt payoff, then this could definitely be accelerated. We do have enough disposable income to really accelerate this a bit more. But we'll see what happens. I do want to encourage anyone who is watching who is on their own debt-free journey, keep with it. You got this. God is with you. It is His will that we get out of debt. So you got this. Keep going. And I look forward to seeing your comments. Drop them in the comment box below. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel to continue following my journey. God bless.